What's good? Welcome to or welcome back to the channel. Chris back with another video for you guys. Today I'm on a 2002 Chrysler Sebring LXi convertible. It's going to be different from the four-door model, so let's get off into it. I haven't seen any videos on this on YouTube, but hopefully this helps out the community if you have a convertible. So let's get to it. All right, so you're gonna need some trim removal tools. You're gonna probably need a pick. For this specific year, you're gonna need a 10mm and Phillips. So got my 10, my Phillips, and you're gonna need a pick up here or a small screwdriver to get this door open up here. Trying to see which way is the best way to go about it. There we go. Had to twist it around a little bit. Same thing right here in the door handle. And whichever way is the best way for it to come up. There we go. All right, so this one came all the way out. So the sleeve goes in on this side just like this, okay? I'm just gonna move this one to the side. All right, so we got Phillips here, and let's just work our way around and get all these Phillips out. Let's get this one out first. And you might wanna have you a magnet tray or something just to make sure you account for all your screws. And let's get this one out too. So let me just hold the phone while I scan around and go through it. All right, so down at the bottom of the door, you got these three dudes across, Phillips. Let's go ahead and get them out. That's one. That's another one. Come on, baby. And for those, please bear with us when we're using one hand. And this is just to help show you guys. It's always somebody is going to pick out something in the video that's bad. Not always, but usually it's somebody that has something negative to say. All right, so from there, we got those out. We're going to pop this dude off up here. Should be able to just grab it, pull it just like that. You got your clamps on the back, snaps in and out. You're going to have to pop this out right here. So let's do so. And let's get it. Come from the underneath there. There we go. And it's got slides on there, so make sure you don't break these off. Okay, let's move that out the way. You got four Phillipses around here. Take it back, 3. One over here, one here. And these have washers built into them. Okay, so let's get all those out. And like I said, bear with us when we're using one hand. All right, so now that we got all those out, we should be able to pop off the door panel now. So let me scan around and make sure. Yep, and we're good. Let me set back up. All right, so let's get back to it. All right, get our gloves on so we can start popping this panel off. And the reason why I wear gloves a lot because it's like an extra layer of skin, protects you from scratches and such. So choose to wear some, and it keeps your hands clean. All right, now we got that. Let's go ahead and start popping our panel off. Oh, one more thing. Got screws under here. Forgot about that. Just pop this out. Be careful because you have a slide sleeves on these too. Goes in this way, then you clamp it back. You got one hiding back there. That's the Phillips as well. Let's get that one on out. Then we good. All right. Got that out the way. Give some pops. And we should be able to work it up now. Not quite yet. Got one more screw that I didn't take out behind here. And let me switch heads. Might need a long screwdriver. And that way you don't strip it. All right, so we got all those out and accounted for. Set these over here as well. Now it should be able to pop up our panel. And come over here and show you what's happening. All right, so from there, let's bring this on over here. This side right here. Knock it down some. All right, so right in this area, got a black pin here. You'll have to push this out. Swing the door that way. Line this up. Move it out the way. Got push pins on this. Just squeeze it, pull it out. This one here, right here at this blue area, squeeze it and pull it out. Well, before you do that, let's adjust the window. Hopefully the regulator allows it to go down some, otherwise we're gonna have to do something else. But you gotta squeeze push pin here. Let's just pull it out for now. Okay, down here, you can either squeeze it or you can just pop it out for your light down here. Let's try to work it. Pop it out, flip it around, bring it back through. All right, so now this is all the way out the way, but we're gonna have to use this to try to roll the window down. The motor is intermittent right now, so you want to line it up with these holes here. This one here, and about right here is where the window's going to sit with the regulator. All right, so let me get the regulator so I can kind of match it up, because they sold us the wrong one, and I'm doing this job number 2 twice. So yeah, all right. Let me grab the regulator, see if it's going to line up. All right, so we back. Let's try to get this to go down some. I'm gonna get the keys. Oh, thought I had them. All right, so I'm gonna try to get this to go down. So I'm gonna have to plug my switch back up. All right, we got that connected. Gonna turn to the on position, and okay, passenger side's working, so this one should work. Turn the radio down. All right. Okay. Now let's try to lower it down to a good spot. And let's see. Almost close enough. Maybe go down just a tinch. Yeah, we're gonna have to play around with it. We might have to release the regulator first and then just kind of play with it so we can get it to move. So, yep, let me start with the 10 millimeters, and worst case scenario, we'll just have to line it back up. But we got intermittent voltage to where it's working sometimes and it's not. So yeah, let's go ahead and proceed. So you got 6 of these. That's one. And just kind of remember what sizes they are. So now our swinging arm came down. So that's going to swing back this way. Like that. It's going to line back up here when we go back in, just like that. Okay, let's get these out. We got one more. We'll try 2 more. There we go. All right, now I'm gonna hold the window for a second. Get this dude out. All right, windows down. Well, regulators out. And now we should be able to slide it up and down and work with it. Okay. So now that we're here, we can go ahead and unloosen this dude. And we're probably gonna have to pull the window out. Let's see. Yep, we're gonna have to pull the window out and put it back in a minute. Let's get our 10, hold the window. And make sure you don't drop your nut. Oh, thanks, cuz. Just grip it up here. Got my cousin helping me. It's his vehicle, so we're trying to make sure we're good. You good on the window?
Yep.
All right. So since I just took those out, let's show you what I've done. All right, I'll show a little bit, but okay, so that one's out there. Come around to this side, and that one's out there. So we should be able to just pull the window up now. So let's see what we get. My first time doing one of these, but did a whole lot of regulators. So different years, makes, and models. So now that we have that, let's go ahead and disconnect this now. And let's disconnect this too. Actually, we don't have to. It's a push pin spot right there. Let's just disconnect this one. Yeah. All right, now we can move this out the way since we have everything loose. Okay, we got everything loose this time. And he has the window, so let's wiggle it. See if it'll come all the way out. And if it don't, that's great. But we are separated right here. Let's move our window regulator forward. Here. Slide it back down some. There we go. Good. There we go. And pop this side off as well. And now we have the window regulator free. Let's work it forward this way. Split this up. Start working it back. All right, you got the window? All right, cuz got the window. Let's push this. It's good to have some extra hands when you're doing this kind of work because it can be tedious. All right, now we just wiggle this dude. Get him all the way out. All right, yay. Now, you got the old dude out. I recommend if you're buying it, just get the whole piece, okay? Just get the whole regulator and motor because they do get old. But if you can't afford to, at least you'll be able to remove your motor. So let me match this up. Hopefully everything lines up. So let's do so. All right, so we have the correct piece. You may have to line up your motor. So we're gonna plug it up and play with the switch a little bit. So we're gonna get it in there, line it up with the holes, and go from there. It comes with new screws, 10 millimeters. So if we have to use anything old, we will, but it looks like everything's gonna be crispy. So let me set up. All right, so now let's get these screws out and fish it back through and at least line it up. But I didn't see any videos as far as doing this for a convertible. So this will be hopefully the first one. If not, then hopefully somebody else got one too, because we all do something different. Here we go. All right. I'm just glad they had the part because we was about to have to go through the mud because the dealership has discontinued this part because of the year, so old, so they have discontinued this model. All right, so we got one more screw right here. Let's go ahead and take him out as well. And you might have to, when you hook your connector back up, you might have to hook your door panel back up a little bit to kind of adjust this to sit correctly. And I think this might be my last car for today. All right, so now we're here. We can go ahead and slide this in. However you got to, just kind of work it. And let's see which way is the best way to go about this. Let's go this way. Yep. And start scooping. Make sure you don't damage your connector wire. Just kind of move stuff out the way while you're scooting it back. Almost got it in. All right, so we're gonna get one of the screws, and sorry if I'm blocking the camera. I'm trying to do the best that I can. Let's see if that's good. I like people to see. All right, get me a screw here, and let's start lining it up. Our connector out, and find our first screw hole. Get one in at least a little bit. Let's grab another one. Let's come down to the bottom. That way we got our gravity and it'll rest in its place. And let's let it sit there for a minute. Get some more screws in. And then I can start lining my pins up for the window. But we want to make sure this is pretty secure. And don't over tighten when you're going back in. Might need a magnet. Let's see if I can push this back. But have one on standby just in case. Come on, baby. And Just take your time. Take your time, you get done better. There we go. Got that in its place. And let's hand tighten these down a little bit so we can start swinging our arm up and our bracket. And you really only have to get a couple of them close just to hold it still while you work around. You just don't want it flopping around. All right, now it's time to line up the other pieces. We got this here, let's move it up. Let's see what we get. All right, so now from here, we're gonna have to adjust this regulator. Grab my light. And where's our hole at? Right there. Okay. And we're gonna go up with it quite a bit. All right, so this is where it comes in. You're gonna need to hook your power back up. And we're gonna have to move this up a little bit. Let's go ahead and connect our connector. Yay! Everything's gravy. All right, so let's connect this back. You should remember where it is. All right, so now that we're in there, let's see what we get. All right, so we got movement. We start adjusting this and working it up. Let's see what happens. Good there. And I'm trying to get it to line up as best as possible. We might be able to slide the window down as well. And let's see where we are on the inside. So we're getting ready to play with this for a minute. We got one side pretty lined up over here. And let's see if I can hit this down or up some. And if not, that means we gotta hold this window for me, sir. We might have a bad switch, and the regulator might have been good. Let's pop this out, pop it back in, all the way. Let's see. And we have a bad window switch. So it's good that we have the motor as well. So I know he's not gonna wanna put the old one back in, but I'm trying to line this up best as possible to get this to stay. And once I do so, we're gonna have to call and get us a new master switch, because the passenger side works, all these are working. And it's going down but not up. So let's see if I can work it with the window itself, because we have a bad switch. All right, so let me try to work this in. I'll let you know what I've done, but I gotta remove this again and play around. Hopefully I can get the window set, and if not, we got to get the master switch. Let's get him back out. There we go. All right, so got this out the way for now. So we'll return. We have the problem. We have a bad master switch, so be right back. All right, so you're going to make things easier if you have a bad switch as well, to where you can't move anything. Take your speaker out. You got 4 Phillips right there, and we should be able to line the window up right here, get it through the sleeve, and put our nuts back on, and then we'll go get the master switch after we have the assembly back. So let's do that. All right, so now we got that set. We're gonna work our window down, and I'm gonna try to get this set here in a minute. It's gonna go this way. Get it set. There we go. All right, got this lined up, so I'm not gonna worry about it for now. Just wanted to make sure to line itself up correctly. And we're gonna slide our window down so we can work it back in the bracket, which should be down here. We're gonna come all the way down. Right there. Move this in. Got one. Let's just hold it in this place. Right here. Just get one on there. And you're gonna want to hand tighten these. All right, one over here in the speaker hole. Let's get it to come back on the correct side. Let's see. Just hold it. Don't move it. Yep, just hold it. And there we go. Let's see. Let's try to line up the window. Okay, so bar is good. Would really work out if this would go up for me. Let's see. Don't move the window though. Ouch. Catch my finger a little bit. And I'm almost there. There we go. Okay. Got one. I got the door. Window. Get this one in. Just let it go a little bit. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Off up. Yeah, all the way off up. There we go. Now, you got that straight. Make sure you're nice and gentle so you don't break your glass. All right. Got that one in. Let's get our other one in. Over here. And let's see if I can move it up. There we go. And let's get this out of my face because I can't see. There we go. And let me grab my 10. Let's get these hand tight. And when you tighten these, you don't want to over tighten them because you may shatter your window. So just take your time. We figure it out. All right, that one's tight. And don't use an impact going back in, just use a regular ratchet. Okay. All right, that one's locked. Let's go ahead and get all these back in good. These right here, you can use that. That won't hurt for these. Just to speed up the process a little bit. And we want to line this dude up right here. Boom, like that. Okay. Other screw there. Came with a new one for the front. Put that one in. Then after you do this, you just check everything, make sure the window's moving up and down correctly. One more here. They didn't give us two, so we have to use one of the old screws, which is cool. Just put him in there as well. And I'm not going to put the panel and stuff back on till we go and get the switch, just to make sure the window is moving up and down correctly. So there we go. We got all these hand tight. These right here, we can zoom on up. That's good. That's enough. 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 Good and good. Just want to make sure I double tapped everything. Now let me get a regular ratchet so I can tighten those two 10s down for the window itself. And just gonna use a stubby because I don't need a lot of torque and force. So let's pop this on off. And let's tighten these down by hand. That's it. Same thing with this side. And that's it. All right, our connector's connected. Let's put our lock back on so that stays there. We'll put this back here. Pop those back in. All right, so now that the regulator and everything is complete, yeah, it wasn't too bad. Now it's time to put the door panel back on, but we have to get us a master switch, so we're gonna stop back from the parts store. Had to get a new master switch. Got the regulator and everything together. Let's go ahead and snap it in and test it before we transfer it over to the door panel. Everything's good. All right. All right, so now that let's test it, let's go ahead and pop this off and transfer this over to this dude. All right, so you're gonna have to flip your your panel upside down to do this part right here, or you can wrap it sideways up here like so. Have to take these screws out. You're gonna need a T20, and we're gonna transfer this dude over. And I got my T20. All right. Back here. Let's get these out. Hopefully, is that on camera? Nope. Nope, no, it's not. I got it.
Yeah,
There we go. All right, so right here, we're on camera now. There we go. About here. Let's take these out. That's one. All right, we're gonna get a regular dude for that. Make sure I see it. Yep, I did. All right, this might be tight enough for me just to unscrew with my hand, so let's see. Yep, I think so, yep. All right, so unscrew on this dude right there. All right, so we got all three accounted for. Go ahead and pop this dude out. Uh-oh, we got some change that we gonna have to pick up, but got the old dude out, it's broke. We already matched it up, so let's set this one in. And it should rest right in, no problem. And let's get it. That on there? On the cam? We good on cam?
Yep,
All
good.
Let's make sure everybody can see. If you have to replace your master switch, I'm gonna give it some threads. And you probably just hand tighten this. Yeah, you don't want to over tighten these. You'll strip them out. Yeah, they're not that tight at all. You'll feel it bite and lock. But yep, you don't want to over tighten them, and you definitely don't want to use an impact on that. Definitely don't. All right, light. Last screw hole right there. And that's in there. There we go. All right. Could have used a ratchet, but it's not going to change the game. All right, so now it's time to put everything back together. Follow this process in reverse. I'm not going to do that on camera because it's going to make the video a lot longer, but just wanted to show that our regulator was working. Just follow this process in reverse, guys, and to the next video. I'm out.